The night sky doesn't change when your birthday arrives, but something far stranger happens in the cosmos that astrologers never tell you about. Every single year, the constellations shift their position slightly, meaning the zodiac sign you've believed in your entire life might not even align with where the sun actually was when you were born. This phenomenon, called precession, has been silently rewriting the celestial map for thousands of years, yet most people have no idea their sign might be a cosmic lie. When ancient Babylonians created the zodiac system over 2,000 years ago, they divided the sky into 12 equal sections, each representing 30 days of the solar year. They observed the sun's path through specific constellations and assigned meanings to each one based on seasonal patterns and agricultural cycles. But here's what they couldn't have predicted: Earth wobbles on its axis like a spinning top, losing momentum, completing one full wobble every 26,000 years. This slow rotation means the constellations have drifted approximately 30 degrees from their original positions since the zodiac was first established. If you were born between March 21st and April 19th, you've always identified as an Aries. But astronomically speaking, the sun was likely in Pisces during your birth. The fiery ram energy you've embodied might actually belong to the dreamy fish. This misalignment exists for every sign, creating a shadow zodiac that operates in complete opposition to what we've been taught. Tropical astrology, the system most Western astrologers use, ignores this shift entirely, choosing instead to mark zodiac seasons by equinoxes and solstices rather than actual constellation positions. Meanwhile, Vedic astrology accounts for precession, placing most people in the sign before the one they think they belong to. The sky reveals an even deeper secret when you examine what actually happens during a zodiac transition. Imagine standing at the exact moment your sun sign changes, perhaps on the cusp between Gemini and Cancer. Astrologers call these individuals cusps, people born in the transitional window who supposedly carry traits of both signs. But astronomically, there is no transition period. The sun doesn't gradually slide from one constellation to another over several days. Instead, it crosses an invisible boundary line in the sky at a precise moment, sometimes shifting signs in the middle of the night when you're asleep, completely unaware that the cosmic forces governing your personality have supposedly transformed. What makes this even more fascinating is that the sun isn't alone in its journey. At any given moment, all the planets in our solar system occupy positions within various zodiac constellations, creating a complex web of supposed influences. When someone says their sun sign is Leo, they're only acknowledging one piece of an intricate puzzle. Their moon might have been in Scorpio, their Venus in Virgo, their Mars in Capricorn. Each planet was frozen in a specific location at the exact second of their birth, creating a unique celestial fingerprint that will never be repeated in exactly the same way for millions of years. The moon adds another layer of mystery to this cosmic dance. Unlike the sun, which takes an entire year to journey through all 12 zodiac signs, the moon completes its circuit in just 28 days. This means your moon sign changes approximately every 2.5 days, influencing what astrologers claim your deepest emotional patterns and instinctive reactions. Ancient cultures believed the moon held power over human behavior, and modern studies have attempted to prove connections between lunar phases and everything from crime rates to hospital admissions. While most scientific research has debunked these correlations, the psychological impact of believing in lunar influence remains undeniably real. Here's where the sky reveals its most unsettling truth. There was once a 13th zodiac sign that got erased from popular consciousness. Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, occupies a significant portion of the ecliptic between Scorpio and Sagittarius. The sun actually spends more time passing through Ophiuchus than it does through Scorpio, yet this constellation was deliberately excluded when the zodiac system was standardized. Ancient astrologers knew about Ophiuchus but chose to ignore it, preferring the symbolic perfection of 12 signs that aligned with 12 months. If we acknowledged Ophiuchus today, the entire zodiac calendar would need to be rewritten, shifting almost everyone's sign and destroying the carefully constructed personality profiles millions of people have built their identities around. The constellations themselves aren't even fixed formations. Every star in every zodiac constellation is moving through space at different speeds and directions. The beautiful patterns we see connecting these stars into recognizable shapes exist only from Earth's perspective. An observer on another planet would see completely different patterns, rendering our zodiac meaningless. In 10,000 years, these constellations will have morphed into unrecognizable formations, and the zodiac as we know it will become an ancient relic, a snapshot of how the sky looked from one tiny planet during one brief moment in cosmic history. What astronomers have discovered is that the entire concept of zodiac signs is built on a fundamental misunderstanding of celestial mechanics. The constellations aren't evenly spaced around the sky, they don't occupy equal portions of the ecliptic, and the sun doesn't spend the same amount of time in each one. Virgo stretches across 44 days of the sun's path, while Scorpio occupies only 7. Yet astrological tradition insists each sign governs exactly 30 days, forcing the cosmos into artificial boundaries that don't actually exist in the physical universe. Perhaps the most profound revelation is that changing your zodiac sign isn't something that happens to you, it's something that was never real in the first place. The sky doesn't care about the day you were born or the personality traits you've claimed because of it. The stars aren't arranged in meaningful patterns, they're scattered across incomprehensible distances, separated by light years of empty space, appearing close together only because of a cosmic accident of perspective. When you look up at the constellation that supposedly governs your fate, you're seeing light that left those stars decades or centuries ago, meaning you're literally looking at the past, not the present, let alone the future. Yet despite all this astronomical evidence, millions of people still feel deeply connected to their zodiac signs. They recognize themselves in horoscope descriptions and find meaning in astrological predictions. This happens because of something psychologists call the Barnum effect, our tendency to accept vague, general statements as deeply personal truths. When a horoscope says Leos are natural leaders who crave attention but also value loyalty, nearly anyone can find ways that description fits their life. The human mind is a pattern-seeking machine, desperate to find meaning and connection even in randomness. The real magic isn't in the stars, it's in us. We create the meaning, we forge the connections, and we write the stories that make sense of our existence. The sky offers nothing but distant suns burning in the void, indifferent to human struggles and dreams. What really happens when your zodiac sign changes is absolutely nothing in the cosmos. But inside your mind, if you believe it matters, entire worlds can shift. And perhaps that's the most honest thing astrology has ever revealed. We contain universes far more mysterious than anything written in the stars.